music.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah, so I was like, damn, they could pick up real quick. But like I was saying before, I want to thank you for coming on. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day during this whole quarantine situation. But how you been doing, bro?
All good, man. Shit, we chilling. I'm down in the office,
Okay.
trying to come up with some new ideas, like, cause it's a new world now, nigga. I don't know what the fuck we gonna. This some new shit. I ain't never been through no shit like this.
Well, I mean, first of all, like I said, I'm gonna get into the interview conversation part of it, and there's gonna be questions all over the place. But I didn't know that you started doing stand up at the age of 15.
14, yep.
14. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
14. San
15
Diego.
years old.
Yep, 14.
Okay, 14 years old, and that was at where, like a comedy club? Like, explain
Yeah,
that to me.
comedy club. San Diego, California, a place called the Comedy Store.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a comedy club. Pauly Shore's mother owned it.
Uh-huh.
But that's where I met Pauly Shore at. He would, you know, we were the same age, and he would come down and perform on Tuesdays, potluck night. And
Okay.
I used to have to wait outside the club, and he would just go in the club. I'm like, who the fuck is this white boy? He's like, oh, his mother owns it. And we became good friends. He's like, man, you ain't gotta wait outside no more. You come inside. So.
And that's how you got on the stage from there.
No, I was already going on stage. But what happened is you have to wait outside, and then when it's time for you to go on stage, you go right to the stage, and you walk right back outside.
That's because you were underage at that
Yeah,
time, right?
I was 14.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Now, your career kicked off, and I didn't know this, that I didn't know, and rest in peace to the late Robin Harris, that I didn't know that you was the voiceover for Baby Kids.
Yep.
I mean, Faizon, talk about this stuff, because like I said, I don't know if you understand the magnitude of your legacy, but you are a fucking legend. Like, if there's an NBA of comedy, you in the top 25. I mean, you in the top 50.
I mean, it's hard. People always talk about kings and goats. I mean, the people that I aspire. I mean, I performed with Robin Harris, alongside Robin Harris, and he was like the funniest nigga. I mean, back then Eddie Murphy and was the god, and still is. Robin Harris, he was just down home nigga funny, but and of comics, so that create this world of comedy. You know what I'm saying? Or the Bill Cosbys, the Richard Pryors, the Lenny Bruce, the George Carlins, and they're all good. Like, people think you got to say, hey, like they try to do this with black music, like with black music they try to put in the 5, but they never do that with rock and roll or any other thing that's classic. They never say Bach was old school. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I appreciate what you're saying, but I don't really see it like that. I see me as still working. I've had some great moments in this world, because I could have, I should have, my mother and father tell you, like, this nigga was
Well,
hell on wheels.
I mean, I appreciate it, and I'm agreeing with the person that's on there as
This
well. I'm
nigga said,
gonna say,
he
Faizon,
rich
you
as
full of
shit.
shit. You kind of full of shit. You are the shit, bro. You are.
No, I
You
appreciate
are.
that, but I mean, I can hold my own on stage, but I ain't, I never seen it as like, it's like, okay, let's do this shit. Like back in the day it was different. We used to have to go on stage. I remember the lineup was Robin Harris, Ricky Harris, Louis Dix, Damon Wayans, Robert Townsend, and me.
All on one fucking show?
Yeah, one night.
Damn.
One night.
Right now, that's $500 ticket.
You know what I'm saying? You would go there and be Martin Lawrence, Martin Lawrence, Steve White. See, y'all don't even know about Steve White. Steve White, brilliant.
Okay.
Lance Crothers, Chris Rock would even fuck with the. That's what I love about Chris Rock, because he would fuck around with all the comedy shits, all the shits. He just go. It was mostly mainstream, but if he needed to, he'd fuck around with the niggas. He wasn't scared. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of niggas that was killing it. I mean,
Yeah.
like to get on stage, you had to kill it.
Well, I appreciate every time that you come to Columbus or whatnot, you always look for me to perform for you. So that always makes me feel
Oh
good.
yeah, because you do your shit. I mean,
So I appreciate that.
right.
Now back to you, and we can get into other stuff. So then it started to the parenthood. Okay.
Yeah.
So Robert Townsend, after that, after the Robin Harris, the Baby Kids, then it goes into your next step in life and a career. Because I don't look at you as just a comedian. I look at you as an entertainer, and I'm gonna tell you why. But I gotta just ask this question: was Mr. Wendell Robert Townsend's best friend, or was he the uncle, or was he the neighbor? Like, who was he? Because he played so
He was.
much.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. Before we even did that, I'm gonna tell you how I got that job. This is a long story, but I was on the stage performing, and the next day I got a call from Charlie, which is Robert Townsend's assistant. Now this is before when she goes, hey, Robert Townsend wants you to come to the set of Meteor Man, and I just assumed he wants you to do this
That's
role.
right.
He wants you to do this role, and I was like, I want to do this role. All right, okay. Hell yeah, I'm gonna do the role, because that's how you paid your rent back then. If you wasn't doing no legal shit, you either do legal shit or you do this. So I go down to the set, and I'm like, hey, I'm Faizon Love. I'm supposed to see Robert. They say, oh yeah, your dressing room's right over there. I was like, dressing room? What the fuck? Fuck, I need a dress. I'm like, a dressing room? We gonna have a meeting in the dressing room? And they were like, just go wait in the dressing room. I think your clothes is, somebody's gonna come in and take your measurements. I was like, what kind of audition is this? Right? So I go in there. He said, Robert Townsend will be right with you. So Robert came in. He's moving fast. Hey, man, nice to meet you, man. Charlie said you was a funny motherfucker. I said, okay, cool. I said, we're going to do the audition right here. He says, audition? You got the job. You going to work.
Just off rip.
Off rip. Off stage. So I get on my clothes, and we do the scene, and he's like, yeah, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Right? So a couple months go by. He does another show. He does what they call it, a variety show.
Okay.
They play some of the sketches now. They had all these. It was a sketch show.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, okay, I'm gonna give him this part here so he can handle that. Killed that. Me and a guy named Daryl Heath. I know it's a long story, but
no, you're fine. Hey, we blessed to hear. This is a good thing. Go ahead.
So
you was talking about the variety
they like to say Tyler Perry, but Robert Townsend's first nigga to ever have a studio. He had his own studio in Hollywood, middle of Hollywood. Oh, he had his own studio, and he was filming his TV show out there called Tinsel Townsend. was a sketch show, and so we shot the show. The earthquake happened and wrecked the studio.
Damn.
Fucked the studio up. It was a studio. Like Paramount was down the street. This shit was down the street. I was like, nigga. So he was thinking about what the next thing he was going to do. There used to be a place in LA called Larry Parker's. So me, Chris Tucker, and Bobby Brown are in there one day. Larry Parker stayed up all night long. So that sounds crazy, but that's how we used to hang. So me, Chris Tucker, Bobby Brown, Tommy, his brother there, and Robert Townsend come in. Hey, what's up, nigga? What's up? Oh, Faizon. I got the show for you, nigga. I'm doing a TV show called Parenthood. No, he didn't know the name. He said, I'm doing a TV show. You gonna be in it. I said, all right. And Chris Tucker said, what about me, man? I need to do some shit, man. And Robert said, I'm gonna have something for you. But at that time, Chris was hot as a motherfucker anyway. Because when we did Parenthood, I had to convince the nigga to do Rush Hour. So I had to audition for Parenthood.
Hold on. We gotta stop. You convinced Chris Tucker to do Rush Hour?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The nigga didn't know who Jackie Chan was. And he thought his manager was fucking him over. I didn't know goddamn movie, no goddamn Chinese man. I was like, nigga, it's Jackie Chan. Man, I don't know goddamn Jackie Chan.
You heard it here first on lockdown. Keep going, Faizon, because I still want to know because we got bets out here in Ohio about is Mr. Wildo a neighbor or was he a family member to Robert Townsend on the show?
Well, he started. I'm gonna tell you, this is what happened. There was a guy on the show named Bobby McGee.
Okay.
And the beginning of the show, the pilot, I had to audition for the network. They call it the networks. Robert said, listen, I want either Bobby McGee or Faizon. So me and Bobby was partners. We was like, hey, man, okay. So we would audition, but I would do the audition like, man, this shit ain't funny. Robert said they gave the job to Bobby McGee. I said, okay, cool. Bobby, that's cool. But they said they want to see you on the first. And they shot the first episode with Bobby, and they said, let's see it with Faizon. Mm-hmm. So they brought me on originally as Bobby McGee's buddy. So the first season, I was Bobby McGee's homeboy on the show. If you look at the first season, it's Bobby. I was a guest star, but I would come in and I would kill it. I would. So you're like, what the fuck? Is that nigga not signed? No. Sign that nigga. Right here, get check. Literally.
Let's wrap it up for that. So that's how Mr. Wendell came.
Mr. Wendell came. I had to name him. His name was I had a relative that got on my nerve that would come by the set. He wouldn't borrow. I had a Monte Carlo with the D's on it back then. He was like, man, let me roll the Monte Carlo. His name was Wendell, but his name original was it was somebody in New York with that original name. And I said, why don't we call him Wendell? Because this nigga is getting on my fucking nerve, and that's a name. And that's, but Wendell was a teacher that was a neighbor in the hood. It's kind of weird. He wasn't related to him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was like a teacher, but he was really Bobby McGee's buddy.
See, the only reason I actually watched that show because Meteor Man happened first. Mm-hmm. Dan Parenthood. Yeah. So I used to love watching it because me and a girl, Zaria, I guess at that time was the same age, and I used to like looking at her.
Oh yeah.
as a teenager. Mind you, like I said, Parenthood was 95. I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
But what I was hitting on is then that's when it went into 95, and that's when Friday happened. And
Well, we
that's
did
when,
Friday before Parenthood, and what happened
well,
was it released that next summer. That next summer, I think.
okay.
So when we was doing Parenthood, I did Friday already,
Mm-hmm.
and um, so Friday came out, and we didn't think it was gonna be anything. We was like, yeah,
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna tell you, from watching Meteor Man to Parenthood to seeing Friday, it changed my whole dynamic, and that's why I said you're an entertainer, because it was like Mr. Wendell playing a drug dealer, like,
Yeah.
and it like freaked so many people out. And I know you probably heard that before, but I'm gonna go through just some accolades for you real quick for the people, just so you know how much of a legend you are. We got Baby Kids. We got Fear of the Black Hat. We got
Damn.
Meteor Man. We got Friday. We got Parenthood. We got Don't Be a Menace. We got A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. We got Bats. We got Players Club. We got Money Talks. Three Strikes. The Replacement. Made. Mr. Bone. Played. I mean, the shit just keeps going on and on, Faizon. And
Yeah.
don't get it twisted. My favorite of you is because I bought this album, this Ludacris album, because of you. And
Freaky
nobody
things.
knows that we used to say, man, Faizon the pimp. My favorite verse in that song on Freaky Thing was, and this is Faizon Love. I love hoes. I
I
just
just
don't
don't
pay
pay
them.
them.
Man,
I just don't
that
pay
was the like 2001. We used to bump that song just to hear that.
That's
And
hilarious. Yeah.
oh
I'm.
my God, then you was on Little John and the East Side Boys.
Yeah. I mean,
Throw
I
your
knew all
hands
these
up. You was
guys
the hustler.
when they were first starting. Like Little John, that was his first video. The director for that directed me in Idlewild.
Okay,
He
okay,
was
I
he
got
was
that next. Yeah.
yeah he directed Idlewild later on, but Brian, yeah, he was like, man, I'm gonna do a movie with you in it, so whatever. That's one thing I've been fortunate. Like whenever I work with somebody, they be like, nigga, we working again. I'm like, okay, I mean that's okay. Uh, that's what happened with Lil John. I took Lil John to his first Hollywood party in Hollywood. He had a cup. He had that cup. He was Lil John. Took with that cup, and he it was a show called 24 that
Okay.
just came on, and the lead actor name was God damn it, you know his name, the lead actor 24. He was there, and he asked a million questions about who is this nigga Little John.
Mm-hmm.
And this cup, what is the cup for? And Little John, man, it's the cup. And everybody was like, can we take a picture with the cup? Can we? Yeah. This was way before. This is a bia. Remember that song?
Yeah,
A
yeah. Throw your
bia.
hands up. Yeah, throw your hands. I mean, yo, you know all that shit. Yeah, that crunk money
Yeah,
shit.
that bia was shit. That was it. Like I said, man.
I think I blew my speakers out in my Sebring to that Bia in 2000.
Bia.
Yeah, that shit went hard. And
Uh,
Luda was on that too. Luda was on
yeah,
that
I mean,
too.
because
Yeah.
all them, they all worked. Listen, Luda was on the, he was a DJ on the show. His name was Chris Lover. They used to do
Okay.
my promos for my stand-up special.
Oh
I was
man.
doing, so it'd be like, hey, this is Chris Lover. Go come see Faizon Love, blah, 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 blah. And Poon, Chris Lover and Poon Daddy. So they used, I mean, I was talking to Face Mob, who is basically I think he was running Def Jam South at
Mm-hmm.
that point, and I met him way back and shock. I mean, it's really a big family, but a small family that we all know each
Okay.
other. I mean, you'd be, you'd be surprised.
Yeah,
Like,
because it was like a reunion when you and excuse me, I can't think of the name real quick, and I know his name, and it's messing me up. I want to say Chicago, Joe Torre. When you and Joe Torre was in Columbus, that was
oh
like a
yeah,
reunion
yeah.
because
I mean,
everybody came over.
me and Joe Torre go back. Because Joe, Joe used to spend a lot of time with Robin Harris. They used to go play basketball and shit, and
Hmm.
Robin kind of took him under his wing, and and niggas was jealous. Like, man, why you fucking spend so much time with Joe? So we
Yeah.
all was like, man, fuck Joe Torre. But no, it was because
But that's how we are as comedians.
I'm
Like we
telling
hang
you,
around.
man, Robin,
Hey,
Robin really took this nigga, and with us, he would be like, man, sit down, nigga. You ain't ready, you black motherfucker. Look at this nigga. Yeah, this nigga ain't ready.
right.
But he treated us all like little brothers. You know
Now,
what
here
I'm
in
saying?
Columbus, Ohio, it's rumored that, and before I get to my next question, it's rumored here that your stand-up comedy career started here. Is that true?
No, hell
Okay,
no.
because somebody said you was here in the '90s
I definitely
before.
was there. I was doing the road. Andrew Ford
Yeah, that's what
had a
I said. The
comedy
comedy
club
stop.
there.
Yeah, the
He
comedy stop.
he uh he met me at the Def Jam in New York. He's
Mm,
like, yeah, I got a comedy club. I was like, nigga, how the fuck you get a comedy club? He's like,
yeah,
no, I got a comedy club in Columbus, Ohio. I was like, Columbus,
yeah.
Ohio. And me and my brother went out there for the first time, and I was like, yeah, the woman back then was so fine, and I was like, yeah,
So
yeah.
what you saying? They ugly now here?
They look different now. They're a little different. They're a little different. Shout out to Kia Quinn. You know Kia Quinn?
No, I don't know. I probably would if I seen her by face or whatever. I can't see if she's on here. Like the little right, I can't see.
That's Jack Shepard's. They best friends, but Kia
Well, we,
Quinn.
we our show stays positive. We don't bring up Jack Shepard around here.
He's oh.
Our show stays positive. Our show stays positive. This we're going through a lockdown pandemic. We do not bring up that name over here. So to the next question. To the next question. I did not know this, but you were on Grand Theft Auto
Yeah,
on
yeah.
San
I was
Andreas.
the first. I did the first San Andreas. Um,
And your name was Sean Sweet Johnson on that motherfucker.
yeah, sweet. Yeah.
Explain that to us. Like, how did that happen? Like, I don't
Like I
know
said, we
anybody that's.
in this business. It's good to keep all roads open and keep a honest and healthy relationship. Even you know, don't, you don't know when you're gonna go back. You don't know. You don't know. But DJ Pooh, who's like my brother, who wrote Friday.
He's a genius. He wrote a lot of shit. He wrote The Watch too.
Nigga, listen,
Yeah, he's a genius.
he a G. You know what I'm saying? The reason we all connected because of the gang culture. You know, he a E
Okay.
Ricket. I'm a dog. So he called me, and whenever he called you, it's money. Faizon, what's up? Hey, I need you to go to New York and do this voiceover. Okay. You get a check too, nigga. Okay. You ain't gonna ask me how it is. No, I never asked him what it is. So I
Yeah.
get there. I can tell you. Can I tell you? They give me nigga. Rockstar is the best video
Video
company.
game.
I mean, because they young like us. So we
Okay.
go in there before we even start working. Hey, let's go out tonight. Went out. Let's go eat. Wow. Okay, we're gonna start tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I probably worked for about 30 minutes. Hey man, let's go take a break.
Wow.
They were the best company. Um, it was Mike Epps was supposed to do something, but they said he ran out of there saying some crazy shit. Something I don't know what happened. I don't know. You got to talk to Mike. But he was supposed to be in the first one. He says, "Nah, man." I guess because the dude was so cool. Because you know what? Ricky was just leaving when I got there. He's like, "Nah, they cool, Faizon. I'm trying to tell." I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm good. I mean, if Pooh sent me here, I'm good."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so
DJ Pooh's behind that.
yeah,
Wow, wow,
yeah. All that. If you listen to the music and all the gang shit they had to get from him, that's why Solo did the rest of them. I think you know who Solo is, right?
right.
Yeah, DJ Solo. So
Solo, yeah.
yeah, DJ Solo. Yeah.
Wow. So now we just threw half of your career in music. I mean, in these movies and sitcoms. But I got Blue Crush.
Yeah.
We got Wonderland. We got the Fighting Temptations.
Yeah.
Elf.
Beyonce.
We got Ride or Die.
Oh
We
yeah.
got Twerk. We got The Big House. We got That's So Raven. You played on that sitcom as well.
Yeah, that's a
Hannibal.
Raven. Yeah, that's a Disney.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have fun because yeah, man, all that shit is like a different experiences in a journey through a
Yeah.
journey of like you meet people growing up.
So I'm gonna ask you this though: what made you move back to, or what made you move to Columbus for the time that you was here? Because we felt like the younger cats, like you, was coming to pick us up, and then one person, That's why I said we don't name his name. He ran you back out of town. So what happened? What happened, Faizon? I mean, you like an uncle to me. Like you've been there. My first. Go ahead. I'm just asking. We're not throwing no shade. It's a pandemic. Everybody get
I'm gonna
love.
tell you
But
what it
what
was.
happened?
I was looking to uh, retire because I'm 50, and I was coming up on 50, and I was like, okay, am I going to do films for the rest of my life? And it comes a time in your life where you say like, did some great shit, like you want to help people. So what I was
Right.
doing was looking for uh, land and to build a facility to help these kids that in foster homes
Okay.
and orphan kids and kids that are abused, raped, and it's all all this bull, and it's so much red tape. I got frustrated. um, I still want to do it, but I have to get other people to help me. So it was
Okay.
basically going to be a big ass farm where at a certain age people don't adopt these kids and they stay in
Right.
these foster systems, and unfortunately they be they be they just get treated bad. It's fucked up.
Well, that's why I say it's a blessing for me. I was adopted.
No shit,
I'm
I
from
didn't know
Cleveland,
that.
Ohio. Yeah, I was adopted. My mom was 15 and she was Italian, and my dad was black and lived in Pittsburgh. That's like a 20-minute drive away from each
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
And
no,
my grandfather said I didn't have Italian last name, so they gave me up.
no shit.
Yeah, so
See, the
that's really
stories like
inspiring.
that I hear all the time. I'm like, why the fuck ain't nobody protecting these kids?
Right, right.
Like nowhere the kids is protected.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
I
I
mean,
grew
that's
up
a
with,
big thing. Let's clap it up for that.
huh?
I said, let's clap it up for that. You doing big things with the kids. I mean, that's something that's gonna be uplifting. That's
So
legendary.
that's what that's why I was there because I was like, Ohio's good. Because every time I came to Ohio, I would have a great time. See, I go back to the marble game. You don't know about the marble game.
No, I don't know nothing about
Oh
that.
my God, it used to be this club.
It was that we're in Ohio.
It was in Columbus.
Okay, see, I didn't move to Columbus until 2001.
Oh, okay. So it used to be a club that after we go do the comic days, we go to the marble gang and there'd be food and people be, partying. And I always met a nice young lady.
Just the bad ones back then?
They was
Not
they
too
was
much.
they was so cold. It was
Okay,
one
all right,
girl.
keep going, keep going.
It was one girl I met, and I was like, no, she got to come back to California. I brought her to California. She showed her monkey ass. I remember.
They said it was at Mount Vernon Plaza. I'm just reading. Keep talking. Mount Vernon Plaza. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. She showed her monkey ass. I remember going to take her to the Beverly Hills. She's like, this ain't shit. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Beverly Hills. And I don't like sushi, nigga. Boom. So, but the land in what I always liked about Columbus was they got these creeks and shit. We don't, you ain't got that shit. It looks like a picturesque shit. You have some land, like my shit had a creek when it was snow, be creaking, water be creaking down, and
Yeah,
deers be
yeah.
looking at you. I was like, this shit is unreal. This shit is
Okay.
beautiful. So it didn't work out then, but and the reason why I was doing comedy there because I said I won't do it but I'll do it once a year while I'm there because
Right.
Columbus is such a central place to leave from when you're on the road because
Okay.
to take a plane from there to New York ain't shit. Boom,
Right. Right.
to
Right.
boom, boom. Even going to LA was 4 hours. Boom,
Right.
it was
Right.
nothing. So I was like, man, it's
Right.
central.
Right.
So to answer your question, it's
It
going.
was the group home.
It was what?
The
Yeah,
group home
not
that you
not
were
really a
looking to
group
build.
home. And that's another thing. I didn't want people to call it a group home because it was
Okay, I'm
they
sorry.
want no. They wanted to call it that. I was like no, because I couldn't have you had to separate certain. It was a lot of red tape, but all it
Okay.
was doing was instilling in these kids what a lot of people didn't. Like like you're resilient. That's probably why you are successful because you're resilient and you like I'm not gonna let what they tell me
Mm-hmm.
establish who the fuck I am.
Because I remember, I believe it was me, Danger, and Roe, and we was like in a hole in the wall club and down off of High Street, or I think it was Long Street, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh
And you just walked in, and we was like, "Nigga, what? That's Faizon. That's Faizon." And then we
yeah.
was like, "Oh, Faizon coming to get talent." And then that's when you did a show at the Funny Bone, and then I was with you on that. And
Yeah.
then I remember one time you had called me and was like, "Let's go to breakfast." And then your mysterious sidekick showed up, and then I was like, I'm gone, man. I'm gone, bro. I'm gone. I'm gone. Now, Mr. Love, like I said, I'm moving on. I'm moving on. So like I said, if there's a Hall of Fame, and I'm not gonna bullshit you because, like I said, I'm looking at your accolades, and this show is nothing but all love. We still haven't got to A Perfect Holiday, the movie GD, My Name is Earl, A Day in the Life, Couples Retreat, and these are like coming up to date. But what number would you give yourself if you're in that top 50?
Ooh. To be honest, I can't even see myself in the top 50.
Well,
Uh,
I'm sorry, but I got you at 15. I got you
oh
at
man,
15.
that's Jesus Louise. That's
And these are my personal. I have my personal picks, and I have my reasons why.
right,
Like you
right.
just brought up. You just brought up Robert Townsend. To
Yeah.
me, I got Keenen Ivory Wayne in my top 5 because he put so many people on that nobody even wanted.
You right? No, a beast. You understand the Wayne family alone?
Oh, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm going with
A
just Keenen Ivory
beast.
Wayne.
Damon Wayans. I used to have to follow this nigga on stage. In the
I'm just
hype,
saying.
like his shit did more money, more money, more money. This nigga a beast. And
So if I'm giving you 15, who could you say that's ahead of you? One person that would be number 14.
14?
If you were saying who would be number 14?
Oh my God, this.
Why you
This.
think on that? People are saying that they should make an unsung on Faizon Love.
No, 14. Shit. Man, see, I'm gonna tell you something. I was doing stand up back in the 80s.
Right,
And,
that's
and
what I'm
then
saying. You're a legend.
and then to the 90s. And then when I started doing films, I was like, man, I'm not going. I'm not doing. Like, even when I was coming to Columbus, nigga, we be high. It was really for the pussy. We I'm gonna keep it 100. We was like, nigga, let's go to Columbus, nigga. It's like, just to keep it 100.
God, shut up. Go ahead,
So
bro.
we wasn't serious with it, so I just stopped doing it. And then Chris Rock came to me one day and was like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, what? He said, why the fuck did you just stop doing stand-up? I was like, I'm acting. Like, nigga, fuck that acting shit. You can always do stand-up, nigga.
Right.
He's like, nigga, he's like a, a genuine fan. Like, he's like, you being lazy. He told me you being lazy, nigga. You the funniest nigga out here. I'm like, fuck out of here. It's like, Faizon, I'm telling you, nigga. I'm
Right.
not following you.
Yeah.
This is Chris Rock
See,
told me.
I love watching. Like, see me. I really don't like watching a lot of headliners just because I'm always that feature. So I know you funny, but I like your style just because you just stand there the whole time. Like, there's not too much movement out of Faizon Love. He just gonna be just start relax and he gonna just crack jokes, and how you look down like at the people is hilarious to me. But
I,
what I'm
that
saying is
all
this
comes
though.
with.
Before the whole pandemic, you had Blackish. We all know you was on the new edition story. You was in Grow House and Bulletproof too. But you know I've been doing my
Yeah.
research because I'm about to ask you some shit, and I don't know if you could touch on it or not. But what is the war with Grandpa? What is that about? Because that ain't dropped yet.
Damn. Listen.
So you know I'm talking to people. We already talked about Elf Danger. You came in late.
You are on your shit, nigga. A friend of mine who produced the movie.
Are you able to talk about it though?
Yeah.
Because it ain't dropped.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
He says, I'm doing this movie with Robert De Niro. I said, damn, I love Robert De Niro. He says, I need you in the movie, man. I said, I only do the movie if the scenes is just me and De Niro.
Mm-hmm.
He said, bet. He cut everybody out. It's just so it seems just me and De Niro. Mom, De Niro. This is my. He's the nicest dude. De Niro's a quiet, nice dude. He's an
Right.
older brother now, but he's a he's a bad motherfucker, man. Just working with
Right.
him. So we shoot the movie. The Weinstein shit comes up.
Okay.
It's a Weinstein movie.
Mm-hmm.
So they're holding that a lot of Weinstein shit on the
Mm-hmm.
shelf
Okay.
because of that shit.
Who he? Yeah. Right.
So it's one of his movies that they're working on now, trying to get out. But we had so much fun doing this shit. I was like, not the Faizon De Niro movie. I got pictures on the set with us because it was such a great day.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I remember finishing work and going to my room, and there's a bottle of wine and a note from Mr. De Niro saying, "Thank you for the great day." And I still got that shit today.
Wow. I wouldn't open it either. I got shit like that I got saved up. I got a blunt that I smoked with Lil Wayne still in the other room.
That's
It's only this much left. A little roach and some purple haze. I tell you how long that shit was.
damn.
It's a little ass roach that I smoked with, at Club Envy in Columbus. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now let me ask you this: have you? I mean, I'm not gonna get into a war, Grandpa, obviously, but I got people in big places. You know, like how I got you on here, and everybody like, "E, how the fuck you got Faizon on
Shit.
Instagram?" So I didn't know too much, but were you ever in a Bay Area black comedy competition?
I always hosted it.
Okay, all right, all
I
right.
always hosted it. The guy who puts it on, Tony Spires,
Fires, yeah, yeah,
was
yeah.
my manager.
Right,
And
right.
I was
He
like, man,
still
I ain't
got
doing
some
no.
too.
I mean, I'm not doing no guy. When they was doing it, when it was at its height, um, I was back and forth to New York, and that's when I think um, Mark Curry won it. It was,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Mark Curry, bad motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, bad. I mean, even to this day. But Mark Curry, I've never seen somebody get consistent. Wow, get off the stage with Robin Harris and Mark Curry would get consistent. Um, what they call it? Standing ovations.
Okay.
That's getting off the stage with Robin Harris.
Hmm.
That's why he's like the first one of us that had a TV show.
Now, Mark Curry was like kind of like Sinbad. He didn't cuss, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He
All right. All right.
did. No, he did. He was
Okay.
he yeah, he did. Mark Curry was bad. I mean,
Now, did you do any kind of like I just came back from the Bay Area comedy competition. I was selected since they
uh,
brought it back, so I'm in the class of 2020.
did Mario host it?
So
Mario, you know Mario.
yeah, no, BT Kingsley hosted. I had him on
Oh yeah,
yesterday. Yeah,
yeah.
and he's actually he managed by Tony Spires as well. Him,
Yeah,
Don
yeah.
DC Curry. Yeah.
The year Don DC Curry won, I brought him on stage. The
Okay.
year, who else? I think Jamie won. I brought. Would that bring Jamie? I think I did bring Jamie on stage. Yeah, I was like, man, I ain't doing that shit, nigga. But our host is like,
Yeah.
I was.
But you know what, Faizon? That's what's so funny about you because you that uncle that just be so laid back, like nigga, just give me a cigar. Then
Yeah.
then you'll be like, you know what? Why the fuck y'all in my room right now? We be like, we just chilling. He was like, hey, give me a minute. It's getting hot in here. Like we love when you come. Like that's why you have to come back. Like the
Oh
biggest
yeah.
show, like you know, all your shows is gonna sell out, but the biggest show happened after the incident at the airport, and
Oh
then
my
you had
god.
news cameras, everything, and then you was like, "E, you cannot say nothing," because I was gonna go in there and do that.
Yeah.
What's his name? He from the Bay Area. E40. Then yep, no, I was
Yeah.
gonna do a hit on that, and it was like. Faison said you can't do shit that got to do with that because I was like, all right, so we gonna
Because
keep
homeboy
rolling.
was he was what it was. Homeboy was seeking blood, and the city was so cool because they thought I was gonna shout. I was like, nigga, you know me. I said, nigga, I love Columbus, nigga. Fuck all these.
Yeah,
That nigga just a sucker.
yeah.
You know what I'm
On some,
saying? He
on
just
just on some bullshit.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, show goes on, and we had so much fun, man. Yeah, I didn't want to make it seem like we was picking on it because Too Short came to town the week after, and he goes, Faizon, somebody said you came to the airport and the nigga was acting like a bitch. Doot, doot, doot.
I was I was there, and then the funnest time that we ever had until your boy just had to show out again was at the 614 comedy fest. I mean, not the comedy special, but the 614 fest
Yeah.
was the one that you was hosting. And I
You,
forget somebody did. I think it was Genuine did Michael Jackson, and this nigga wanted to try to upsell. And I don't get it. But that was a fun night too. I think that might have been my greatest night kicking it with you. Was the 614 Summerfest. I forget who was all on there. Genuine,
Summerfest was cold, man. That
man. Oh my god.
Rakim,
Yeah.
my homegirl, Miss LA.
Like I said, keep going, because
It
I
was
got pictures with everybody.
Twister was there. Uh, man, and that sucker was sold out.
Actually, that's where Queen Naja came from. I didn't
Nope.
know shit about her. She was on the undercard before
Really?
Miss LA,
I didn't even know. I didn't know. I was like, Miss Shirley,
Well,
that's
you
my,
came later. You
yeah,
came later. Yeah. And
that's
see,
crazy.
that's the thing that I do. I'm always that nigga. That's why I don't really care too much. And that's why I also want to network with you whenever you, like you said, deciding on what you want to do. But I'm looking to be more writer, behind the scenes writer, dude. I love the stand up, but the writing, and that's why I'm doing this. So if you looking to just reach out, I got a movie that I want to run by you too, but we're not going to do it on air. But
Oh yeah, don't do it on here. Everybody have your movie.
yeah. Now, did you have you ever did warm ups before? And if people don't know, that's what people do in between sitcom shows.
You know what's so funny? I always wanted to, but I always would get a job
That's a good thing.
on the show. Like
On that particular show?
no, like
Okay.
you would say, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a warm up, but then there's like I would get because pilot season would come around, and you would do these shows, and I was like, you didn't need to do the warm up. You know what I'm saying? Like because like I say, you thinking survival, but there's another plan for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you so that's what um yeah, because I'm gonna do some warm up. I'm gonna do the warm up, but no,
That's funny.
I would do the show. Like I would get bust.
Now, they've been talking about, and I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know, with your social media or whatnot. They've been doing the DJs versus DJs. I know you, Manny Fresh and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Somebody put out there they should do a roast between Kevin Hart and Cat Williams. Who would you think win?
I think Kevin and Burnham, Kevin and Burnham,
Really? I got Cat. I mean, you can say whatever you want to. I
Kevin and
love you
Burnham,
personally.
Kevin
They
Sharp,
gonna fight.
Kevin Sharp,
Wow.
Kevin Sharp,
Okay, so let me ask you this. You pick Kevin, I got Cat.
and he's
So if
sneaky
this
with
was,
it too. He
I believe that.
he like,
I believe
oh,
that.
those your new shoes?
Yeah, I believe that. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
I mean, it's 3 rounds. I don't know why, but I got Cat. Even though I know Kevin would bring up all kind of shit, I still got Cat. Now let me ask you this: if they had a so-called show like that where people battled and made it all the way to the top, who would you battle?
Michael Blackson, Black Ass.
See me, I want to do Lunel. I want to get on her.
Look, wow, you kill her.
Yeah, okay. All right,
You
so I got to
that
pick
ain't no
somebody else.
competition.
All right, I got to pick
Yeah,
somebody else.
yeah, about baby, so
Yeah,
she ain't. That ain't even know. I don't even think she know how to go there.
yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she always talking shit to me. I always think she got a
She
crush on
just
me.
talk shit to everybody.
Everybody.
Listen.
Okay.
She like my favorite sister. That I'm like this old bubble eyed nigga. We cuss each other out. We we listen to we cuss
Did you
each
call her
other
bubble
out.
eye?
But don't let nothing happen to the nail bubble eyes. I'm like, yo, bubble eyes.
Oh
She,
man, I love her. She
listen
like
to me.
a mad grandma.
Yes. And you know what's so funny? I always wanted her to play my wife because it'd be the perfect person to play my wife because you get your battle axe ass out of a husband, a wife and a husband that be talking shit all day long. You black
Oh my
ass,
god.
bald
I
monkey
mean,
nut.
she cracks me up so much. When we was at the Bay Area comedy competition, I was trying to be nice and open the door for her. And she
Mm-mm.
was like, "Oh, nigga, you thirsty as fuck. All you gotta do is you got that cigarette in your mouth. Put that cigarette down. I don't like how that shit
You should have
smells."
said,
So
shut
Don
shit.
DC Curry, wait, hold on. Don DC Curry stood up for me. She didn't know he was in a bunch of all of us because he was smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, shut up, bitch. Take your ass in that goddamn hotel room." these niggas out here trying to be courteous to your old ass.
Yeah.
Man, we all fell out. She
Don
off
gonna call it like I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
He
But
gonna
that's
call
why
it. He gonna call it like I trust me. He a G. He gonna call it like I'm gonna call it. Yo, musty ass. Your musty ass in the room.
Well, look, I appreciate your time.
It's all
I'm gonna
good.
hit you up, so please answer the phone. I know you're busy, and then we could brainstorm. But I got some shit already put up.
I answered the phone this morning, man. I was like, yeah, I got
you. Yeah, but I mean, I get it. I'm just saying. I know you're a busy dude, so
oh yeah,
I appreciate. I still got accolades on here, man. I mean, I still got, like I said, Animal, Just My Luck. You had touched on Idlewild, and I thought, which people do not know, and that was hilarious to me, is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia was my favorite. Seeing that one.
yeah.
That's
That movie changed how we do television. That show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, man. I was looking at this special like, damn. They're trying to call me. But yeah, man, it's all good. We lock it down, you know.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm glad that everything going good for you and you staying safe, stay quarantined. And,
Tell Wendy
like
quit bullshitting. Remember, Wendy, tell her quit bullshitting.
Who?
Wendy.
Wendy who?
Oh, you don't know. I thought you knew.
Yeah, like I said, Faizon, you 11 years older than me. You like my uncle. Every time and do you notice every time I'm with you, I just shut the fuck up and just observe?
Nah, listen to me. I told you. I was like, when I first saw you, I said, you a bad nigga. Just keep doing it. And you was like, yeah, okay. It's the hustle.
Because you used to give me game. Because I used to call you like, so when can I go on the road with you? Be like, nigga, don't call me.
Right,
if I want you, I would call you. And I was like, all right, you teach me. Because some niggas would lie to you and be like, oh, man, I'm going to take you with me, blah, blah, blah. You never did that. You just, okay.
No, don't. I tell openers in the middle that niggas go, because what it is, it's a rotation. It's like, okay, I got my nigga over here. I got this nigga. Just a brother named Mario from Oakland. I don't know if he was at the competition.
Yeah, ballhead Mario. Tall.
I had met him like I met you, right?
Yeah.
And a year went by. I said, nah, I'm gonna get you. But each time you go to a place, you see somebody, okay, cool. So you give that person a shot, you know. So a year went by. He's like, nigga. I was like, I got you, nigga.
Mario Hodges.
Yeah. But just like you, I was like, I got you. So now on the next round, you'd be like, oh, this nigga Faizon called me out the blue. Yeah, and that's how we do it. And that's how we do it. So it's not like, don't ever think it's personal, like, man, I ain't good. No, it's time and does it make sense?
Well, a lot of Columbus comedians want to thank you because our biggest hater in the comedy game is gone. Thank you, Faizon. That nigga used to lie to us. Yeah, Faizon gonna do this with me. Faizon doing it, bro. Damn, like I'll be like, "What's up? What's up, Uncle Faizon?" You'll be like, "What's up?" Shit, I hear him in the background. Who is that? You be like, "Nigga, this is my phone." I'll be like, "Man, all right, I'll holler at you later, man." So I'm glad that everything's going good. I'll check with you, like I said, here in the future. Let everything settle down, see what our next move is for everybody. And I appreciate you. Much love, brother. Thank you.
All good. I got you.
Yep.
I got you.
And I'm out.
All right, my man. How you close?
So I got rid of Faizon real quick. He figured it out now. But I appreciate y'all tuning in to Lockdown.